Okay, so what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to tell you facts about aviation. And this story is not mainly about a typical story, but it's going to be about facts about aviation mainly. And today's video is going to be about these Boeing 737 MAX, also called 737 MAX. Okay. So first, so this Boeing 737 was inaugurated basically in 2016, and Boeing mentioned that it's supposed to be the similar kind of a plane than its brothers, the before planes. And they also mentioned that it's going to act and behave the same way like its planes. So if you've heard of the new Airbus A321neo, that was inaugurated much more before than the 737 MAX. And right after the A321neo was invented, the Boeing 737 MAX also was invented a few years later on. Okay, so if you didn't know, there were two crashes that took place. So one was by the Ethiopian Airlines, and the other was by the Lion Air Airlines. So this crash was because of something called as an MCAS system that was inputted into the Boeing 737 MAX. So if you didn't know, if this is a plane, so this is called a vertical stabilizer. Okay. And these two flaps at the back, they move up and down. These are called the elevators in order to move the plane up and down. So Boeing had put two sensors in the front of the plane to recognize the plane, and the problem started from here. When Boeing had put new, bigger and powerful engines into the aircraft, there wasn't enough place for the beneath the plane. So for that they had to increase the size, and in order to do that, which they did, actually they pushed up the engine above the wing surface. So this made a huge change. It made a huge difference. And the difference was, when the plane was in full power, full throttle, the airplane used to go into a stall. A stall is not very good for an airplane because it could lead to loss of control, and with low airspeed it could lead to a crash. So to prevent this, they put two sensors, and they called this kind of a software called the MCAS system. And this software was not there in the previous 737 planes. Okay, and it was introduced very new to the 737 MAX, and they thought it would work well and it would be a good fit, but it actually wasn't. To be honest, two crashes had taken place, and this was because whenever the plane would be too high into a stall mode, the sensors would activate, and they would push the vertical elevators facing downwards, and when the plane is in a stall mode, it would go into the proper mode. It would basically push the elevators down, and it would go in a proper mode. But on that day, when the 737 MAX had its first flight, not the inaugurated one, the Ethiopian Airlines and the Lion King Airlines. So in those airlines, the MCAS system was malfunctioning, especially the sensors. They were malfunctioning, and hence they thought the sensors were thinking that the airplane is too high, and they completely pushed the nose down, and it completely dipped down and fell. So this was the reason why Boeing's new aircraft failed twice, and it's a huge number actually, if you see. So probably you're wondering if the 737 MAX is coming back. It actually is very soon, probably in December or November, and etc., or by next year. And this is quite soon, despite it does not look like it's very soon. And also, this aircraft is going to be inputted with more than two types of sensors, which can be more effective in working, as Boeing says. So, and Boeing also implies that they're going to teach the pilots about it, and they're going to give the pilots practice about it. Okay, and the practice is going to mainly take place in about some simulators that they're going to specially input into the MCAS system into that. And by the way, if you didn't know, that the 737 MAX had a new software, and this software, MCAS system software, but this wasn't told to the pilots, so hence they had no idea about the plane going two up and two down. But for the fact that they knew that the plane was entering into a deep stall mode, that's too high, and they kept wondering why the plane was kept pushing downwards, like most of the times. And finally, when this was malfunctional, it completely pushed the plane down and it's dead. So yeah, so this killed almost 350 passengers and more, which is quite a lot. And yes, Boeing is bringing back this plane very soon, and be prepared. Also put down in the comments below if you're going to probably go into the 737 MAX or not. Okay, bye bye. I hope you like the story. See you again in another video. Peace out.